Welcome to paradise. Yes, that's what you can imagine Eden Gardens to me. Imagine this moment, this entire venue that has witnessed so many moments in Indian cricket transformed pink. For the first time ever, a pink ball will be bowled in a day and night test match in India. It's history in the making for all of us involved in the gentleman's game, a momentous occasion for the first ever pink ball test match. And speaking of momentous occasions and being part of history here in Kolkata, VVS Lakshman, Sanjay Banga joining us as well. Sir, this belongs to you. But what an incredible moment. Kolkata, you can, the passion, the joy for just sport and
nook and corner of the country. You want youngsters to follow the game. They want the spectators to enjoy what you are doing. And that's something I'm sure day-night cricket will give you.
And Sanjay, just imagine that. Look at this as a test venue, painted pink. You're expecting crowds, so I'm assuming like us will take the cue and also be wearing a little bit of pink. I mean, this is the way forward.
I mean, for a moment, I just forgot that I'm entering a cricket stadium because the way it is lit up and the color pink being floated everywhere, the cutouts of Lakshman, Ganguly, Tendulkar, MS Dhoni on the outside as you enter the CAB. I mean, the atmosphere is fantastic. We're going to take another angle altogether.
So what does pink ball mean for India? What will this pink ball test mean? We will break it down for you as all of us are thrilled to be involved in this historic moment in Indian cricketing history. Let's find out what's on the show. Will be underway, so we'll break it down with Sanjay Banga as to what the challenges could be in that final session of play. But what a momentous occasion for all the players involved as well. For Virat Kohli, he's already India's most successful test captain. To be the test captain that calls the toss in the first ever day and night test match in India will be a huge moment for him. We started seeing hints of pink in that first test match in Indore with Team India alternating practicing between the red ball and the pink ball. Ever since they touched down in Kolkata, it's all about how this ball is going to behave. Jatin Sapru got us a comprehensive look at India's net session. Take a look. Thank you so much for that, Jatin. It certainly was a great look at what the Indian camp is thinking as well. And of course, Sanjay Banga and I, you have to get used to getting us discussing test cricket under lights. Just
the four fast bowlers will have to exercise a lot of control when they bowl during this phase of the innings, and spinners may not have a greater role to play, especially in the last 2 hours of play.
So it might just break up a little differently because of the lacquer on this ball. There are many paints, coats of lacquer. There is that slight tinge of green as well to prevent it from scuffing up. So this ball could behave differently, and the roles could be reversed for spinners and seamers as well.
Sure, I mean, to start with, especially with the new I don't really think so, okay. Because what will happen is that because there is extra coating on both sides, even when there is wear and tear, or even once the
for players as well, because there's that phase that we will talk about, twilight, where it becomes a little difficult, but it's occasion, a venue that has seen so many important, memorable moments in Indian cricket history to be hosting the first ever day and night test match. And Saurav Ganguly associated, as a captain, you thought of him bringing this new culture into the Indian team, that sort of aggression, kind of defined an era. Now he's making changes as a BCCI president, the way forward for test cricket.
I mean, he's always walked the talk, never one to shy away. Very forthright in his views, and even when he was the captain, because I played a lot of my international cricket under him, he forward for test cricket in India is with pink.
And you saw those pictures, kids getting those tickets. It's pink. The venue is pink. Look at the lights. There's like a pink balloon. I mean, the murals outside, it's been transformed. This is a test venue we're talking about.
For a moment, let me ask you, Mayanti, don't you feel reminded about your wedding arena or your reception? Because the way it's decked up, pink color, I mean, even the cutouts right there beautiful, at the entrance of CAB, the heroes and the electric atmosphere. Slightly, you can see within the spectators standing outside, queues in long queues. Even now, I mean, this is the evening of the game, and you still have loads of people standing outside the CAB. So the atmosphere here is absolutely fantastic.
I think that's key what you've just said, Sanjay, and that's what we expect as well. The buzz in Kolkata, the city that cherishes its cricket, its sport, has been incredible when this is announced that, the first ever day and night test match was going to be played here, and they are waiting to see that pink ball being bowled. When you're on the way to the stadium, on the way from the airport today, you can see the big banners. Welcome to, the pink test, the first ever day and night test match. The city has been gearing up. The fans have been queuing up outside. They are waiting for action to start, which it will on the 22nd when the first ever day and night test match will be held in India. What a huge occasion. We continue our build-up. Biorhythm adjusted a little bit. Talking to a man who's made history here on this ground before, will once again be a part of history. Let's break it down. Actually, you're carrying a lot. Can I hold one for you?
So I think you already discussed the new ball. One difference is the lacquer on the ball. Sometimes when the ball comes at a good speed, it can pop out. And if you see, there's a lot of dew over a ball shot where a spinner will be struggling to grip the ball, and the softness of the ball means that even the batsmen, when they're playing the shots against the bowlers, whether a spin bowler or the fast bowler, they will not get that feel which you want as a batsman. So quite a bit of challenge playing with the oldish pink ball for the batsman and for the spinner.
And how exciting it would be for you as a broadcaster, being a former cricketer, to be involved, to see the players kind of attempt those challenges. It's exciting, isn't it, for all those fans that we're expected to see here in the stands, of course, wearing pink. Pink is the color, you have to wear it. But across India, those of you who'll be tuning into broadcast as well, it's at an all-time high with this first ever day-night test match. Remember, the city of the Choi turns pink. Kolkata will host the first ever day-night test match in Indian cricketers or cricketers in general. Eden Gardens, who's made history here before? VVS Lakshman. He joins us for this special build-up. Well, Lakshman, now when we talk about test cricket, the red ball, out of the window.
Here comes the pink ball. And I'm really excited. I'm sure every follower of Indian cricket, test cricket, they're excited about this big.
For both teams of always is for Team India that have put Test cricket so highly. For Virat Kohli, who this is such a special format for him, he rates it highly. They've wanted to be #1 in the world. They're right now on top of the World Test Championship. It has taken that long for them to finally play in this pink ball Test match, and that's exactly what Captain Kohli was asked. So certainly quite a few challenges there to look forward to, which we will of course discuss with VVS Lakshman. He has that pink ball. But there's so much set for that first ever day, that 22nd, which will time where the final session will be, so we got to get used to hosting test cricket under lights. But what about playing test cricket? The biorhythm, the bio clock for a cricketer?
Yeah, it's very different. I still remember 1994, I mean, long time back. That was the first time I played a day-night one-day match, and it was at Eden Gardens. I was with the India under-19 team, and we played a PCN trophy conducted by CAB. And for the first time, when the match started at 2:30, you have to alter everything, because till then we were playing where the match would start at 9:30. You sleep early, you get up early, you go to the ground early, but then you have to change the clock. You have to change your, everything. Getting up late, sleeping late, and getting up late, unlike my generation. But having said that, it's very exciting. Why I remembered 1994 was it was a different feeling. I was at Eden Gardens before, but when I came and played under the lights with the white ball,
momentous occasion for everyone to be involved in. And this pink ball, look, the pink ball itself, in a sense, is making its debut, because it will be an SG pink ball that you're using, not the kookaburra that a lot of these other cricketers have played with before. So what does it take to actually make this pink ball? How did it get ready for its premiere? We went to the SG factory. Has to be actually the biggest question with this Indian pace attack right now, and Mohammad Shami, who has great numbers bowling with the pink ball in the CAB series as well, but this is a SG pink ball. So what are the benefits for the seamers, and what might the challenges be? Because there is a bit of dew, Lakshman, and this will be the final session of play at this time.
Yeah, the challenge will be more with the oldish ball, because with the red ball, the fast bowlers, especially in Indian country. Now, as a batsman, when you're playing against the red ball, there will be shine on one side of the ball, and there won't be any shine. And I saw that interview of Paras, who is from SG. He's told that the seam is prominent, but if this is the test match ball, the seam is not as prominent as what Paras has mentioned. So the challenge will be for the batsmen, the twilight period, where it's difficult to sight, which we heard Ajinkya Rane talk about. They have to play as close to the body as possible, watch the ball very late, which is the basics of batsmanship in test match cricket. And as a bowler, you utilize the first 40 overs when there's fresh grass, and then the seam can help the bowler to extract that bounce. But as the match progresses, as the evening, it comes in, I think it will be tough for the bowlers to extract that bounce, especially the spinners. It's going to be challenging. I've also got the red ball. Yeah, this is what you're used to. If the shine of the ball, but
that's
see the difference. So there's a stark difference. And I think as a player, you have to get used to it. You have to, accept the challenge, because you have to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is you want the people who are the lovers of the game, lovers of Test match cricket, to come to the ground, watch the match live. You want people to finish their school office hours and watch it on television. So that's what a cricketer is excited about, and that's why day-night Test is the way forward.
And especially for this Test team that want to reign supreme, that have reigned supreme at home, this has been a fortress for them to play in this pink ball Test match, the first ever day-night Test match. It is a huge occasion for those players involved. And be Gardens that has seen all those big moments in Indian cricket, and Sanjay Bangar is here. Why is Sanjay Bangar here? Because we are just going to pick his brains now, because India have announced the teams in the limited overs for the West Indies series as well. So look, a couple of changes in that T20 team. The one thing that stands out,
feel sorry for Krunal Pandya, because then...
So Jadeja's back. Have you gone back to someone who's, done well, or again, is it the form that he's been in across formats?
I think, yes, because if you're playing the longest format, it's so good to have Kedar Jadhav in the side.
So what's the thinking behind, getting Kedar Jadhav back in the side? Because looking at that team against, dare I ask this question, who will bat number 4? Again, you're getting those sort of options.
No, I don't think batting seems to be settled, because Shreyas will bat at 4, Rishabh to bat at 5, and then there'll be a toss-up, because whether they want to play those 6 bowlers. Because if they want to play 6 bowling options, then obviously Kedar Jadhav can come in at 6, Shivam Dubey at 7, Jadeja at 8, 1 wrist spinner at 9, and 2 fast bowlers. So that covers, that gives the captain a lot of bowling options. So I feel that till 5, it's a settled batting lineup, but from 6 to 8, they will probably, just chip and change a bit.
It's a great talking point, isn't it? And we'll continue to do that as we also continue to build up to this historic the first ever day-night Test match. We're here at Eden Gardens at the time where, this purest format. Sanjay, I don't know, I've got pink for tomorrow. Clearly, you have pink today already. You got pink for tomorrow as well?
I have, and it's a surprise, yes.
An endless supply of pink, and that's the color that you have to think about. This is a huge moment.